Desi, is there anybody in the attic?
No.
Did you know Netflix reportedly forces directors to add high-octane action in the first 5 minutes and story beats tailored for distracted second-screen viewers? The rip opens with the murder of Captain Jackie Velez, the unit's moral compass, marking the moment integrity dies and darkness takes over. The story is based on the real-life case of Captain Chris Cassiano of Miami-Dade and a $24 million robbery. The film also explores Miami's shadowy history, notably the 1980s Miami River Cops scandal in which officers stole drugs and cash from traffickers. The title The Rip refers both to the police term for seizing illicit assets and to the way greed rips apart loyalty when millions are at stake. Starting with the first layer, did you know the film blurs Hollywood and a real-world crime? Lopez Molina references the shocking 2016 arrest of Luis Hernandez Gonzalez, when Miami-Dade police found $24 million hidden in 24 orange Home Depot buckets behind a bedroom wall. Finding the cash at the attic level, the house's highest point, symbolizes a twisted pinnacle of success. That it's stashed in cheap orange buckets shows how the American dream has been corrupted into something hollow. Director Joe Carnahan turns the discovery into a death trap. A dog trained to sniff the ink on currency leads them to the false wall, and once they break through, they are forced to stay and count every dollar by hand, twice, turning the house into a target for every killer in Miami. Did you know the film's most intense psychological move isn't a shootout, but a classic spy tactic called a canary trap? Lieutenant Dane Dumars gives each officer a different fake figure for the Molina drums. When corrupt DEA agent Matty Nix names $150,000, the trap snaps. Mike Rowe is instantly exposed as the mole. Dane counted on greed blinding Mike, while trusting J.D. Byrne because J.D. sought revenge, driven by a blood oath and grief over Captain Jackie Velez's death, not money, making him unbuyable. Also, did you know a flickering background light actually signals the movie's biggest traitor before the characters realize it? That subtle Morse-like cue foreshadows betrayal and ties the visual storytelling into the film's larger web of deceit. Did you know the grief you see on screen isn't just acting, it's a deeply personal, real-life tribute? After Jackie's death, we meet Lieutenant Dane Dumars. Director Joe Carnahan revised the script to honor the son of his close friend, Jake William Cassiano, who tragically died of leukemia in 2021 at just 11 years old. By giving the protagonist a history of losing a child, the filmmakers created a direct tribute to Jake's memory, making every drop of blood and every silent moment carry real emotional weight. Coming in at the second layer, did you know the background noise in this movie is actually a secret love letter to the actors' families? Listen closely to the police radio chatter during the opening scenes. Those aren't random numbers and codes. They're the birth dates of the children of cast and crew. The filmmakers tucked this Easter egg into the audio as a personal tribute to their families, just as the unit heads into its most dangerous operation, adding a layer of real-life protection and legacy to the fictional chaos. Also, did you know the sound of money in this film was specifically designed to mess with your subconscious? During the intense scenes when the team counts the millions, sound designers blended the mechanical clicks of money-counting machines with a human heartbeat. This psychological detail conveys the high, the adrenaline and greed the characters feel when touching cash, and foreshadows the betrayal to come, reflecting the officer's dual identity as the line between hero and criminal blurs. Moving to the third layer, did you know this film marks a major cinematic milestone? It's the first time real-life best friends Matt Damon and Ben Affleck play enemies on screen. They cast action star Scott Adkins as Affleck's brother, a wink to the long-running joke that Adkins is the Ukrainian Ben Affleck. Behind the scenes, through their company Artists Equity, they enforced a strict no-asshole policy and negotiated a historic deal with Netflix that provides performance bonuses to all 1,200 crew members, ensuring the people who build the sets and run the production share in the film's financial success. Moving to the fourth layer, did you know director Joe Carnahan pushed intensity to the limit by using a one-night method? The movie was shot as a bottle episode, set almost entirely in one location, to create real-time tension. For tactical realism, The production asked world-class martial artist Scott Adkins to dial down his karate skills, so he wouldn't read as a superhero, but as a regular Miami cop trapped in a nightmare. The unit's moral decay is literally written on their skin. Look closely at the knuckle tattoos that ask, "Are we the good guys?" Paired with the Garden of Temptation sequence, these visuals act as a countdown to the moment their integrity finally snaps. Fifth layer. Did you know Lopez Molina, the mysterious shop owner in Netflix's 2026 film The Rip, is based on the real-life Luis Molina, a Miami gardening shop owner whose secret attic hid one of Florida's most unbelievable crime scenes? This layer centers on the 2016 Miami-Dade raid, where investigators found 24 orange Home Depot buckets overflowing with $24 million in cash hidden behind a bedroom wall. The film uses Molina's hydroponic business as a striking visual metaphor for the cultivation of greed within the tactical narcotics team, while the real Luis Molina faced justice and had the record-breaking haul forfeited to the government. Welcome to Layer 6, where we break down the Morse code and Mike Rowe's betrayal. Outside the stash house, Mike Rowe points out a venue light to J.D. Byrne that is flashing a Morse code message: pigs. What looks like a simple cartel lookout signal, the street eyes watching the police, is actually a deadly setup. Mike pretends to be alert, but he's really throwing J.D. into the line of fire to conceal his own treachery. The ultimate twist. J.D. later discovers the cartel weren't just taunting them, they were signaling that the real danger was coming from their own people, revealing Mike Rowe as the true snake in the grass. Moving to Layer 8, the final tally, integrity versus survival. The climax of The Rip isn't just a shootout, it's the endgame of a high-stakes mental chess match orchestrated by Dane Dumars. As pressure peaks inside the house, the canary trap finally snaps shut. When corrupt agent Matty Nix names the fake figure of $150,000, Dane stares Mike Rowe down, and in that chilling instant the truth is revealed. Their close friend Mike was the mole all along, the man behind the mask who killed Captain Jackie Valles at the film's start. The real genius is the phone book ruse. Mike Rowe and Nix speed away believing they've secured a life-changing fortune, but when they open the bags they find only worthless old phone books. Dane had swapped the millions for scrap paper, proving that Mike sold his brotherhood and his badge for literal trash. While the traders fled with paper, the real $20,650,480 was already being escorted to headquarters by honest officers. In a nod to the real-life Luis Hernandez Gonzalez case, where millions were seized behind an attic wall, the film shows a civil forfeiture reward. Homeowner Desi receives roughly 20% to rebuild her life after the cartel destroyed it. Moral victory at dawn. As the Miami sun rises on the beach Jackie loved, Dane's tattooed question is answered. His left hand asks, "Are we the good guys?" And his right hand bears the reply, AWB, not a police code, but we are and always will be. It's both a final promise Dane whispered to his son Jake William Cassiano before the boy died of leukemia and a definitive ethical stance. Despite betrayal and the lure of millions, Dane chooses integrity. When he tosses his bloodstained badge into the ocean, he shows he doesn't need a piece of metal to be a good man. His vow is written on his skin. Ultimately, The Rip is not primarily a heist about stealing money. It's a parent's journey to inner peace through unbreakable integrity. Drop a comment below. Would you have stayed loyal for the integrity? Or would you have taken those millions and ran? I want to know if you're a Dane Dumars or a Mike Rowe. Make sure to tap the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the darkest secrets behind your favorite films.